Hiya folks, and welcome to the very first episode of the single play series for Raxpack 2. It's been a long time. Finally got a single player series going, finally got a Minecraft series going, and I have to act fast at the beginning because I've spawned into a cold biome, and that's not fun. You'll see I'm not actually getting logs from these trees. That's because we're using better with mods, and I've turned on hardcore lumber, which means you have to use an axe if you want a log. And I do not have an axe, but I'm trying to get enough wood to get a boat to get off this alpine shoreline so that I can survive long enough to do a thing. As you can see, I have this little bubble in the middle of my screen. Well, not the middle, the bottom middle. And you just saw a down arrow appear on it. That is my temperature gauge. If that turns into a snowflake, we're in trouble. And it will turn into a snowflake where I am. Not necessarily going to be in trouble, that being said. Because you can go down to snowflake level and still, as you can see, not be taking damage. When it starts jumping like that, though, that's when you got to worry. So we're going to make a boat. We're going to take our crafting table and we're going to get out of dodge. Screen turns a little bit blue because we're cold. Man, frantic start to the first episode. But I have to show that I am good enough to play my own dang pack. Get out to the ocean. The ocean is actually really cold, so we could be in trouble. We could be in a lot of trouble, to be quite honest. And what I'm going to be trying to do is get to warmer climes, away from these alpine shores. We've reached a temperature which we're not taking damage. That's nice. If we can hold that temperature, we'll be just fine. And I'm going to follow the sand around here to make sure I do, because I believe if I go anywhere near that gravel, I'll count as being in that biome, and it'll start cooling me down again. You can survive in a biome like that. On hard, which we are on, I wouldn't say it is all that possible to survive right off the bat. If you were really quick about things, I think you could get a campfire set up and you could survive, but I am not that fast. But we'll see. Maybe you guys, if you go to the Twitch launcher and you get yourself the Raxpack 2, you could prove me wrong and survive a place like this. You could also do what I'm doing and go offshore for a bit to get yourself a little bit of reprieve when you need it, and that would help you get your campfire. But you can also start in areas that are too hot for the beginning, and you can also find yourself in more temperate biomes, which are what we're actually looking for. Because I have some ideas about what I want to do for this season. As I've said in a couple of vlogs, building up to the release of this, or release of Raxpack 2 more specifically, is that this will be a very long-term series. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. The last couple of times I tried to start a single player series, they kind of went south quickly. Oh, we want to go up there. Because that is a Roots 2 hut, and I want what it contains. We've had a couple of false starts. We tried in 1.8 and we tried in 1.9, and it just kind of wasn't worth it. So, but we have a pack which I've made for 1.11.2, which is stable. I'd like to think it's stable. I made it, so I'd like to think it's stable, and therefore will serve us for our time. So I am actually going to take all the flowers from here, because they are very useful in roots. May as well take the pick and the axe, actually, because we will need a pick and an axe. I've got a guide here. We'll go through the guide once I'm in a little bit of a safer situation. Move those down there. There we go. Get myself a mortar. And here we have a spellcraft book and a herblore book. That's what I came here for. Okay, let's move on. Our boat is where? Down here, I think. You can see also there is a series of blue drops above my food bar. That is my thirst bar. You can now get thirsty. That both temperature and thirst are a result of Tough as Nails, which is in the mod pack, and we will talk about what's in the mod pack if you haven't been following along with the development of Raxpack 2 during this episode as we boat along, I guess. You'll see that the landscape is quite different to what you would expect in a normal Minecraft situation. We might want to remember this. Because we're using ATG by TTFT Cuts. You've seen me get Roots 2, which is Biolucent. And we've also got, is there anything around me directly? We've got Better with Mods, which is by, oh gosh, this is actually a difficult name, if I can try and remember. Oh dear, Beto, B-E-E-T-O, I think. Which is a recreation of Better Than Wolves, which I'm not sure totally what the state of Better Than Wolves is, but last time I saw, I think Flower Child had retired. I'm not totally sure though. But I do know that the concept of Better Than Wolves was a very, very good one. If you can't say anything nice about Flower Child, because he is a bit of a figure of politics in the Minecraft community, then you can at least say that he has a mind for game design. And Better Than Wolves was actually a very fantastic mod, despite the politics surrounding it. So I am happy to see that Beto has resurrected that mod. Quite happy to see it. Still dealing with a lot of alpine around here. We want to get to sandy beaches. And then we might move inland a bit. I've got some ideas of what I want to build. There's some other ideas floating around in my head, but I think I know what I want to build. Well, it's toss up between two things. One I've spoiled on Twitter was that I might like to build a base which is a Tudor mansion from the Tudor period. Oh my god, we're getting colder, seems. Tudor mansion, and use chisel and bits and earthworks to really make that thing stand out in a fantastic way. Alternatively, an idea that came to me more recently, I think, oh dear, are we going to die? Are we going to be in a bad way? I think we're going to be in a bad way. Even if we are, to be quite honest, we haven't accomplished much. Looks like it's because I was hovering about the shore that happened. Even if we are going to die, we can go in the other direction, because I think this is just a continent of ice. Just so happened to unfortunately spawn into the world like that. Ow. Ow my everything. Freezing to death is not a nice experience. Not that I would know, I have not actually frozen to death before. But I do know the feeling of freezing, and I can't imagine it gets much better. There we go. Alright, that's fine. So we have a similar thing we have to get to. If you actually sprint, you can retain some heat. That was thought about. Oh, random piece of cobblestone. If you're wondering about the texture pack, I'm actually thinking about, for the series, going through and trialing out texture packs as we go, because that's something I really used to love doing, is checking resource packs, and then we can see the different builds that I do in different texture packs. So if you have any texture packs that you would like me to try out, leave a comment, and I'll see what I can do. Getting nighttime. Nighttime is actually even colder. That was considered, as it should be, I guess. So I'm really going to need... Actually had enough wood. Get that crafting table and a new boat. We lost the root stuff, but that's, you know, I'm sure we'll find another hut at some point. Oh, and we also have 2 mini graves, which is a grave mod that is actually beloved to me. I think it's the perfect graves mod in my opinion. And we have this death list, which shows me where my corpse is. You can see it's in that direction. But I'm actually going to throw that out. The death list also contains coordinates and all sorts of useful other stuff, which is more useful to admin types rather than single player situations, but the little smoke trail is very useful. As you can see, we don't have a map yet. That's because we are not using Journey Map, which is a tried and true favorite of a lot of people, and instead using Antique Atlas, which is a gorgeous map system. Oh, we might die again. This may be a situation where I have to wait until daytime. I'm actually going to go totally ham and go straight out to sea rather than follow a coastline, because hopefully we will find our new world, and we kind of have already. We've got sandy beaches instead of horrible cold ones. I just need to get away from all the skeletons that are haunting these shores. There we go. Now we probably count as on the beach. Do we count as on the beach? We do. But why am I freezing to death then? Beach should not be freezing. It's not. It's not freezing. You are lying to me. I'm gonna take that boat with me. I think you count as being in the water, which might be a bug when you're in a boat. And actually being in the water itself is quite cold. So that doesn't help. But we're going to run along these shores. We're going to look for somewhere to live. That will be the primary concern, I think, of this episode, is finding a place to call home. That just went up again. We may have to do a thing. I'll show you what that thing is. Temporary survival measure. But I will require far more wood. Oh yeah, we're getting colder. Night slowly gets colder to the maximum at midnight. So that's probably what's happening at this point. That's an axe. We can now get logs. I need 4 logs. I can also now get wood faster because it's an axe. And then if I want to turn the axe, if I want to get planks, I have to use the axe with the logs. And we will want to do that because I also need a pickaxe. Fine. That's all I need. Pickaxe, great. Can use some more of that though, because I'm going to turn those directly into sticks. I'm going to take our pick and we're going to go straight into the earth because I need some cobblestone. That's some appetite, so that's not very useful. More like it. Okay. I'm actually getting dirt piles here because I'm not using the right tool on the dirt. That's another better with mods thing. Got one more cobble than I need. If we do this, wait, and then we do this, we get a campfire. And I should be able to survive the night now, provided, there we go. Provided I can get it lit. And yes, we can. We're immediately getting a lot warmer. Oh, and then we got a cyber zombie. How fortuitous. Hello, friend. You're going to attract other zombies, aren't you? We'll try and attract you over the campfire. How about that? Get burnt. Did you put the campfire out by dancing? Oh no, okay. The particles just disappeared. We've got a left cyber arm. Yes, we have cyberware. I like to say that this pack is hard and not hardcore. And the reason for that is, as you can see, the beginning is a struggle and it remains a reasonable struggle, but you can ball out of control in a major way. You can become very, very powerful if you know what you're doing. And I sort of do, I guess, with 5+ months of developing the pack, but I'm going to sit here until morning or something eventful happens. A glorious ruby sunrise. Yep, day is beginning to break. The moon will disappear below the horizon soon. And as you can see, my temperature gauge is actually orange now, which means that the campfire has made me nice and toasty. Ideally, you want to keep the temperature gauge orange, grey. But orange isn't bad. As long as it's an orb like that, you're fine. It's only once it starts to look like a snowflake or a flame that you have to worry about it. So we will pack up here. Can't take the campfire with us. Should have just left it there in case I was ever at this coastline again. And we will get boating again. Now that day has broken. Be safer to do so. I kind of want to keep following this direction. What I'm looking for is an area that can be described as flat, although you're unlikely to find a truly flat area in ATG. Much like the real world. There's usually gradients wherever you go. But flat enough. Because I was going to talk about what I kind of want to build for this season. There may be other projects that we do, but I think the main base is going to be something... Alpine! I think the main base is going to be something a bit different. We're going to head inland. A bit different than most people try out. There's also pine up there. Pine means cold, basically. And what I kind of want to do is build an acropolis. I think that would be really interesting. That was bees. Bees now bite you, or sting you, as it were. Yeah, everything's cold around here. Come on, map generation. This isn't that common for ATG to do, so it's quite funny that it's done it. I've been picking up a little bit of Pam's. There was a one while I was waiting for the night to pass. I'll take these roses because they are useful for roots. Yeah, I guess we'll pop you down and we'll just kind of boat in this direction. We'll do another cross the sea kind of thing. There's a dark forest. Yes, so a necropolis, so a city of the dead. The reason I want to try doing that is, one, it's quite different. I have not really seen anyone try to do that, and I thought it would be fun to do something new. And two, I just kind of like the idea of below a necropolis or inside the crypts of a necropolis or something like that are this interesting landscape. We are getting cold again. Oh dear. Well, this time I actually have food enough to keep us alive. Because that's the main problem with hypothermia. And the fact that we have 3 hearts, which is also tough as nails, by the way. Is that we have no regeneration when we're hungry. As I'm sure you all know by now. So just going to eat me some scallion and boat me along the shore. And hopefully one day be free of pine forest everywhere we go. Oh, okay. Could stop for that. not going to stop for that. If we see a village though, I think we'd definitely stop for the village. Villages are an excellent source of early game resources because they have a little bit of extra stuff in them nowadays with recurrent complex, which is another mod you've seen a lot of, like this tree and that tree and all these trees. All the non-standard looking trees, like this dead one here. That's all recurrent complex. And recurrent complex does more than just trees though. It does buildings, it does structures, it even does giant boulders. I'll point one out to you if we see one. It does a lot of stuff actually. And so villages, there's a giant boulder right there. Villages tend to have a lot more in them now, and are quite abusable, and that's okay. I like it when things are abusable within the scope of the game, but they don't give you the win, so to speak. So in villages you'll find basic resources like food, maybe some leather armor, but leather armor is not gonna beat the Ender Dragon for you, right? I think we head inland from here. Ooh, a peacock. Yes, we have Animania. Animania provides peacocks and changes cows and the way that chickens work. Cows, chickens, and pigs will work differently. And it gives us unique animals like frogs and hamsters. And makes the way that you deal with pigs, chickens, and cows different. Including, but not limited to, cows now having bulls, and bulls will not have it. If you try and... Oh, we're moving into a hot area now. Oh, and there's also draft horses, but I think these are normal horses. Yes, they are. Bulls will not have it. If you try and attack a bull's herd, the bull will charge you, and let me tell you, they ain't to be trifled with. Aha, we have a little roots patch. These are very useful because they give you base vanilla veggies of small amounts, but if you're ever, you know, short of potatoes or carrots because you're waiting for a zombie to drop one, or you haven't found a village, there you go. It's a good way to get that stuff. But we'll keep moving along. Going land-based at the moment is quite nice. We're kind of looking for a plains, really, at the end of the day. We're looking for a plains. Possibly not the most unique area, but certainly the kind of area we need for the plan. And we'll get into other biomes in other places. This is an astral sorcery altar which has been buried over time, but we're not here for the altar, we're here for the goodies it hides. Not under that one. You can see we can't actually harvest the stuff properly. That's not why we're here. Under one of these pillars is a chest. It may not be under the buried altars, actually. I've never really dug up from a buried altar. No, it's not under the buried altars. Well, there you go. That's a buried altar. They appear in dry areas. Astral sorcery likes to favour cold areas. Which is quite okay. Getting a bit hot. We may need to take a dip in a pool at some point. And we're also thirsty. Okay. This is not terrible. It's not the end of the world. We've found sand. I need 3 pieces of sand. That's 5. And I need a furnace. If I get those things, you can deal with thirst. We haven't seen any cows, which is the other way that you deal with thirst. You can make a canteen from leather. I'd like to see that, thank you. So that while I'm talking to you, I don't have to count. There we go. And make a furnace. Whoa, that's not how you make a furnace. Spruce wood, sure. So I'm making bottles, and then I'll fill the bottles from this pond, and I will be okay. Alright, glass. So, bottles. Now, the thing about bottles is, you just use them on water, you get dirty water, which can't be used for making potions, by the way. You have to clean it, but we can drink it, and it's kind of like the rotten flesh equivalent of thirst, or the raw chicken. It can give you the thirsty debuff, which oh, one of those is fake. Which one? Yeah, there we go. Can give you the thirsty debuff, which will work just like the hunger debuff. Okay, well, since we're already actually at the 30-minute mark, I am going to look for a place, and then I will be back if I find said place. Well, I didn't find a place, but just down the hill I did find a village, and boy oh boy, you better believe that I'm going to raid this thing. And this will be a good place to make the night pass, because these places usually have a bed. Maybe this one? I think maybe upstairs. This is what I mean about these places having more in them. We have a stuff. Here we have a clean bottle of water. I will trade you. Have a dirty bottle of water. I suppose at the end of the day I could have drunk that and stacked the two. There, the cap. I will wear that. More potatoes, some pumpkin pie, and some arrows. Now we're full up, so I have to be selective about what I take. And I'm taking chests, because I'm going to raid the heck out of this village. We can always make a furnace. We can always make a crafting table. So those are out. I will be taking your books, though. I think for the end of the episode what I'll do is I'll raid the village, and then we'll use this as our point to go from next episode. And, hopefully we'll find the place to call home next episode. But let's raid the village while we're here, huh? Take the books we can. They will obviously come in handy later for things and stuff. More chests. I mean, sure, but I'm going to take the chest actually. Cool. Bread's useful. You can have a leek and a spice leaf and some raw fish and some pork and a cobweb. Because apparently I was standing on that stack of stuff, and I will take the chests. Because chests are always useful. Alright, wood each, right? May as well take that. We've also got some pistons, which are pretending to be tables. I'll take those. You won't need them when the revolution comes. Out with the sawdust. Right. More pistons. The coppers are after me because I'm raiding the village, if you heard the siren. Okay. So that's that building done. Where to next? Ooh. There's 4 pistons just waiting for the taking. This is what I mean. Like, pistons are very useful. They're only 4 cobble, a piece of iron, redstone, and 3 wood, right? But you always need them. So it's nice to get them. Ooh, we got a blacksmith. goodies do you have? Gold, not really that useful. Iron helmet is better than... peanut, you can go. Apples, we'll keep you. We'll keep the leather hat. A library. Thank you for the books. Just this random person walking around your town stealing your stuff, but for some reason your people have a non-aggression pact, so you can't really do anything about them. At least that's how I imagine the testificates treat this situation. Got more pistons pretending to be tables. Nice. Don't mind if I do. 12 pistons, look at that. We got more chests filled with wood, and believe it or not, I am going to get rid of the stuff. Don't really need any of that, to be honest, because I want the wood that's in here. It's all extremely useful. Oh, I've run out of our chest friend. Well, we can... our axe friend. We can use our fist. Oh, that's a trap chest. Oh, I suppose in order to stack these on top of each other, that makes sense. Some sticks. Sticks are always nice. Great. Did I not have any more room for birchwood? Well, we do now. Okay. Good. Stakes. The stakes are high. Have a mushroom. I won't be taking the note block with me. Oh, music box actually. Oop, random empty chest. How about it? Yeah, there's no music in there. That wood is very useful. I think I already said that. Pistons, melons. Ooh, you're pulling my leg. I can't drink anything. I can eat a thing. But there's nothing that will get the stack free. Iron. Spruce bark. Sure. No. Good. And we got 12 chests. I think we got more than 12 because I think a couple of them were birch. No. Oh, we do have oak trapped. Trapped oak. They look obviously different in the B-dubs texture pack. It's interesting. Can't fool no one, can't fool B-dubs. I quite like the B-dubs texture pack. That's something I forgot to keep talking about. I quite like the B-dubs texture pack because of all the like variation in the textures. I actually had no idea until I saw the B-dubs texture pack that you could have variation like that commanded by JSON. I knew the JSON resource packs allowed things like model changes and stuff, but I didn't realize it allowed random variation, which is very cool. Which is why I've been using it, and why we'll be using it for a little while here. But after that, I want to do things like use the Unity pack and show that off. And then what else there might be out there nowadays, which I'm not actually totally sure. I haven't been in touch with the resource pack part of the community in a long while. What the? Why did I break a crafting table? I'm not even sure. Okay. So we have one big building left. There you are. No, there you are. It's a windmill. Vanilla style windmill. Yep. It's pretty cool. It's missing a bit of its mill though. Not sure why. One of the blades are a bit short. Ooh, this is a Forestry house. While I would love to take this stuff with me, I can't really. Can take the chest though. Gimme. Thank you. What about in here? Got any more charcoal in furnaces? Nope. Lots of wheat. Yeah, and an iron hoe, that's pretty useful. Hay bale. I have an idea for what to do with that wheat, but we'll check the other floors first. More books. You know what? Oh, I already have sticks actually. So we do that and we'll do that. And now we have a iron axe and I am sorry, beetroot. You are gone. No, again, I start attacking the crafting tables. I don't need crafting tables. We'll just max out that stack of books. Ooh, we got an iron sword. Sorry, roses, you're done. Throw those on the ground, and the reason for that is if I throw that on the ground, I can turn you into hay bales. Now you probably know what I'm going to do with the can I get some thirst happening here? Apparently not. That's fine. Oh, problems when you have too much loot, huh? Throw you on the ground. New pickaxe. Oh, I like that. Carrots. Sorry. And a shovel. Goodbye, other sticks. And I will take leather pants. And leather boots. Hay bales for now, so I can wear them. Open up tooth snots. Carrots, you're out of here. So I want hay bales. Good. Okay. Come back in here. We've spent all day raiding this village, I realise. Give me those, thank you very much. Even more wheat. Don't mind if I do. There's a bed in there, I think, which we will use. Well, there's a bed somewhere anyway. Let's find it. Okay, you can't get down from up here. Let's find a bed. And then sleep. So we don't get assaulted by zombies in town. Because that would be a very poor end to our village raid. No, you have a bed. Let me go. Okay. And I realize that windmill has some glowstone, but I think we're running out, and we can get plenty in the nether. Running out of room, that is. Okay. Back to the windmill, so we can get the rest of that wheat. Turn it into hay bales. Maximum stacks. Up we go. Okay. Wheat. Wheat. Seeds. Seeds. Hay bale. Seeds. Ladder. Up. Crafting table. Repeat. Nope. Yep. Yep. There is a way to have more room in your inventory, by the way. You're not just stuck with a small inventory for the entirety of the Raxpack. You can get a backpack, and we would if we had the leather. But we need to find cows for that. And I found one and then decided not to kill it. Oh, hi. You know what? You're fitting in for the episode. Get sorted. Victory over Creeper and victory over the pack. So, next episode, we will find a way to find a home. And we'll see about building our awesome necropa base. Necropa. You know what? Whatever. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.